Third and long, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Dre Archer. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Cowboys nothing.
They'll run on first down. Archer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now. Archer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson, out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Saints' 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Wilson on the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dree Archer as the first half is winding down, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Tyler Lockett on the return.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Boys. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of the as we send you to our EA studios in our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well. Into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a run with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
By Bruce Irvin. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
That'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try and run for the... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Help. Out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Again, Wilson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he finds Montgomery complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain, I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Wilson on the
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
No good.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. On first down, Archer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Jeremy Chin in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer, and this time he is in. Dree Archer, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Lockett the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
14. Check.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery.
Pass complete.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot for Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.